What's up, everybody? My name is Zach from Gameplan here, and today we are going with the second upload today. And it's another horror thing. I just did an Outlast episode maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. Now I'm going to be doing a breakdown of the Slenderman official trailer for the movie. I am so excited for this. You guys have no clue. Slenderman is all I've, researched about my entire life. Alright, hold up. Let me just get ready. I've seen this trailer like 2 or 3 times now. And I've been looking through some things and being like, that doesn't look right, or this doesn't look right. So, we start off with what seems to be maggots. Okay, now that's kind of interesting. Let's see if we can... Oops. Now this is somebody's eye. And if you look like right here, I don't know. Alright, let's watch the trailer. We'll watch through the entire thing and then we'll go through little specks of it. Looking at everything.
Where is my daughter?
I will be explaining some things that are true about this trailer.
People don't just
Some
disappear.
things that are made up for the movie. Because I've done my research. I've done not 12 years. At least 6, 7, or 8 years. Like 7 or 8 years of research on this guy. I used to believe in him. I used to hunt him.
He gets in your head. Like a virus. It's him.
And they don't say when it's coming out. They just say it's coming soon. So that was the trailer. Now let's go into breakdown. Okay. Let's start off with right here. There's just some maggots. It looks like on some stuff. I don't really know what. Then we transition to the eye scene. Now, I don't really know what this is. There's not a lot of, really being able to explain what this is. As you can see the lights. I don't know what those are. Those don't look like lights. Those look like demon eyes or whatever. Those are definitely lights. I don't know what those are. This looks like a clouded pupil. Basically, when your pupils get all cloudy on the lens on your eye, and they have to laser eye surgery or whatever. Now this scene where the girl is screaming her freaking head off. I don't exactly know why she would be doing this. Maybe he is trying to take over her body. maybe she's freaking out because she knows that somebody she loves is going to get kidnapped or tortured or taken or whatever Slender decides to do with her. And then you get this, which this I don't think can actually happen because first off, his I don't think his tentacles could do that because yes, he does have tentacles, but he can't like you can't he can't get him inside you unless he's inside you. So unless he got inside of her, if he got inside of her, then yeah, I understand that. But if he didn't get inside of her and that's just him like putting his tentacles through her while she's like dead or whatever, that doesn't really make sense to me. That doesn't ring a bell or anything. It doesn't seem real. Let's slow the speed. Oh, that's quality. What am I doing? Let's slow the speed like way down. Oh no, that's fast. Okay, so let's go back to here real quick. Now, as you can see, these are some woods that I don't know who she is. Um, if I'm correct, this is based off the true story of what happened a few years ago with the 3 girls in the Slenderman incident. How 2 girls stabbed one of their friends and left her to die and ran off without her, stabbed her almost to death. But because Slenderman told them to, it was either they did it or Slenderman would kill them or whatever. Um, and then the girl who was stabbed crawled her way out of the woods because that was supposedly Slenderman's woods or whatever. And then so she crawled her way out of the woods, and then some guy found her on the street or found her on the side of the road and picked her up, took her to a hospital immediately. And she survived that and she recovered. I don't think she can recover the trauma. I don't think she can ever like be around anybody that's the same like that because I believe those were 2 of her closest friends or whatever. But the 2 girls were, I believe, put in juvenile detention, and then I don't know how long they were sentenced to juvie for, and then I believe they were sentenced for jail as well. I don't know. So let's just now you don't really see anything in the background here, but one thing I just wanted to point out real quick, if you look right here, let me go back real quick. Hold up. Oh. If you look right here, if you looked right there, it looked like something was moving. Let me slow it way down. Yeah, right there. It might just because the camera's zooming in, but it also might be something else that we can't really tell yet. And then as you can see, there's some gravestones. You can't see names or anything on them. Nothing really there. Okay. Okay. So this is just a shot of where the girl was looking, except it's just a front shot. There's some text on here. You can't read it though. I'm not gonna try to. Sure, somebody else will cover that. I don't know why, but up here just keeps on looking weird to me. Alright, let's continue. Alright, let's go back like 1 second. Ah, okay. So, before that girl turned her face, right here. Look, okay, so, um, I believe these are the three girls that were in the Slenderman incident. Okay, so, I believe this is the one that was stabbed because that looks like her jacket. Then these two stabbed the crap out of her, almost killing her. And yeah, so I believe that's what happened. I believe these are the people because these two. I know she looks like I can recognize her like a lot, and then I kind of can recognize. Here, let me go look it up real quick. Scary thing is, it happened in. Oh, never mind. All right, yeah, I was wrong, but okay. So she's the one who's laying in the hospital bed. Then she's the one who, at the end of the trailer, this is not her. She's the one at the end of the trailer who is getting attacked right here. You can tell on the arm. We'll get there in a bit. But you can tell by like her height and her hair how she's the one that is being hunted by Slenderman. She's the one who stabs herself in the eye in the middle of the class, who's like really scared, and then she ends up going and stabs her eye or whatever. Looks like they're pretty close to civilization too, so. And this tombstone right here looks like it's something that says like Garrett, maybe Ferret, I don't know. Then we get somebody's dad leaving their car. We got the police here. We don't know who this guy is right here. Okay. Alright, let's go back a couple of seconds. The police are here. But the police cannot do anything to Slenderman. Okay, because the only way to defeat Slenderman, and this is what I've learned over the years of hunting him and everything, the only way to beat him is by going to his woods and collecting all of his pages that he puts out, or that he has had out. And if you do end up doing that, then then he's vulnerable and he's weak and you can take him out. That's what I've learned over the years. I don't know. So, as you can see, here's a school bus.
People don't just disappear.
Now, what this guy says is phenomenal. He says, people just don't disappear. And I'm kind of fascinated by him saying that because he's right. People just don't disappear. When they get kidnapped or captured by Slenderman, they get taken to what us Slenderman hunters call his shack. And if they are a kid, they won't get put in a cage or anything. If they're a teenager or an adult, he will put you in a cage and then he will kill you. Because there's a lot of theories out there of what Slenderman's backstory is. But, whoa. Okay, if you look right here, I it looks like that's Slenderman's face right there. That's a cool little Easter egg. But basically, one that I've really had stuck to me since 7th grade was that Slenderman was born without a face, right? And his wife was also born without a face. They were born the same way. They just didn't have any mouth, nose, or eyes to be seen. They only had sense of direction. So then they had a kid, right? I believe his daughter was bullied because she didn't have a face by older kids, like teenagers, and I believe adults did not want to be by her because she was a freak and she was a monster. And one day she was walking her across the street to go to her house, and a drunk driver hit her, and she wrote out all these drawings of her dad. And like put words that of what she was told at school and on the sidewalks or in the classroom or at the store or things like that. Like don't run, don't look, or stuff like that. If you look, you die. I can't remember all the pages, but and I believe what it was is she got killed in that accident. The drunk driver also swerved off the road and crashed his car, but nobody cares about him right now. We're trying to talk about Slenderman, and so Slender came out. Nobody really knows what his real name is, I don't think. But Slender came out of his house, saw his little girl laying there on the road, lifeless, and her pages all over the road. So what he did is he went and picked her up, set her on the sidewalk, grabbed her backpack, and grabbed all her papers. And I believe what he did, he didn't even take her to a hospital or anything. I believe he just ran off into the woods with her. And still to this day, if Slender is real, then I believe still to this day, Slender still has her body in his shack because he can't put himself to let her go. But yeah, that's just a little quick fun fact for you guys. Okay, so as we see here, the cops are going into the woods to search for the girl that's missing. But they won't be able to find her because Slender has her. And okay, now this is kind of cool. Sounds like a demon growling or something. Because Slender is inside her right now. Pretty soon he'll come out of her. He'll get out of her, but right now he's inside her. And you can't see her face right now, but guarantee you Those black tentacles are on her face, blocking her eyes out, blocking her mouth out, blocking her nose out. Like coming through the nose, coming through the nostrils, coming through her eye holes, coming through her mouth. And she's growling, or he is growling, because adults are there. And he does not like adults. Now, these are little, like, voodoo dolls, it looks like. Alright, now this is what really, I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. This is what I was really like, okay, they might actually do very good with this movie. Because, if you look, there's a bunch of little girls here. Because what he does, he takes little girls away from their parents because he wants to protect them, because he couldn't protect his own. And if they don't want to cooperate with him or whatever, or they want to go back to their parents, he just kills them or whatever. So, and like, there's a couple pictures online where there's a little girl holding Slenderman's hand and walking away from her parents because she trusts Slender more than her parents.
He gets in your head.
Okay, now what she just said there, he gets in your head. Yeah, he kind of does sometimes, but he can't make you do things that you don't want to do. So like with the Wisconsin thing, how like the two girls stabbed the one girl. He can't tell you. I mean, he can, but he can't force you to do it because it's all just mind tricks. Whenever you're out in the woods or whatever, and you know, and you believe in Slenderman or whatever, your mind starts to play tricks on you. And that's what I learned. Because I was told that I had to go home and do things that I didn't want to do, that I don't feel comfortable saying out loud. But I realized that's just a bunch of mind tricks. Because when I got out of the woods, I was all like, what the heck? So, as you can see, there's dark mass forming right here. And I don't think that's Slenderman, because Slender can't go inside your house. That's what I've always been told and seen, that he cannot go inside your own house.
Like a virus.
Okay, now that kind of scared me a bit because I have my volume up on these, but like, now what she's screaming is, she's screaming, "No, Ellie!" And I think Ellie is the one that we saw get kidnapped at the start of the film. Because these two look similar, and I believe Ellie's the one who I thought was the girl that got stabbed, because the one with the stripe on her jacket. Yeah, she's screaming Ellie and then no, Ellie, no, Ellie, no. And now this this is what kind of got me thinking, because I've never seen anybody like write out him or Slender, but if you look at okay, now this is what kind of like got me like, are you sure this is correct? Because hold on a second. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Um, but this is way out of my like way. That's like why I'm like, are you sure this is real? Because I've always been told, and I've always seen that Slender cannot come inside your house. He cannot open your doors. He cannot do anything to you if you're inside your house. Basically, your house is your safe place, your safe house. But once you're out of your house, and once you're out of any house, you're vulnerable. Now this is what kind of scares me, because that's not a human. You can tell because there's no legs, there's no like waist down, and that's not a human. Now this guy who's freaking out. Past this guy. I don't really know what was his deal, but I guarantee you we will find out in the movie itself. Okay, now here's the ending of the hymn. Okay, if you go and look up Slender pages and you compare the writing to this, you can tell that they purposely did that to where they look exactly alike. Now this was the guy who was freaking out, like twitching out with his head. He's killing himself now, basically. He's jumping off the building. Now everybody looks at her because she has a knife in her hand. She took off her glasses. She has a knife in her hand. And she's holding it like she doesn't want to do it, but she's being told to. Which, like I said before, he cannot force you to do anything. He can tell you to do something that you don't want to do, but he can't force you to do it. Now, she stabs herself in the eye, I believe. And it gets all over her.
It's him.
Okay, now this. Right here. When she looks out at him. And then she gets back on the tree, right? Now you can see like she's scared or whatever. The only reason why Slender was able to kill her is because he knew where she was, or do whatever he did to her. Is because he knew where she was because she looked out at him. If she didn't look out at him and just stay where she was, he would have had like a 2% chance of finding her. And he would have like maybe teleported to somewhere else. And yeah. I believe he was sucking the life out of her body. But now this is the girl that was kidnapped. She comes out of the woods. Now that was cool right there. Watch. Okay. So this is Slender right here. This is Slenderman, and I don't really. I mean, I really like this trailer. Like, this is a really well. Like, this is a really good movie so far, as what for what I can tell. Now she has like what looks to be either dirt or blood all over her mouth. You can't tell right now because obviously it's like it's like faded colored. So she's holding something in her hands. You just can't tell what it is. You can't tell what is being held in her hands. But as you can see, it says Slenderman coming soon. So yeah, guys. So that is the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, please leave a like down below. And if you guys want to see more trailer breakdowns of horror movies or like any movie, just hit me up in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Probably gonna be another Outlast video coming tomorrow. Yeah. So, and when there is another trailer on this, or a teaser trailer, or trailer 2, I will break that one down too, because I like really want to see this movie now. And when I get the official date, I will announce it and everything. So I had to cough again, sorry. But yeah, this is our gameplay in Discord. Um, hey, there's me. There's Jason. And then that's one of my friends, and that's one of mine and Jason's friends, and then that's one of my friends from online. He's one of the people from our clan now, and then this is my other account. So, hope to see y'all in the next video. Peace out, everybody. Subscribe, like, comment, bye.